Chismosas, can we please talk about the finale for The Circle Season 6 on Netflix? Because the entire show was already giving me weird vibes, and the finale just cemented the fact that there's something going on here. Now, first of all, I need to give you guys all the obligatory spoiler warning. Spoiler alert, I'm going to talk about the finale, so if you don't want it to be ruined for you, just don't watch this video, alright? Now, the first commentary I have to make about this season is that this season was super weird. Like, the very beginning of the show feels so slow, Dragon Ball Z, like a sloth in a DMV, and at the very end, it's like, it's so fast. You blink and you miss it, and then you end up kind of feeling like, that's it? What's going on? As an example of why I felt it went so fast at the end is, they get to their bottom 5, right? Like in past seasons, whoever's in the bottom, there starts being this build up, this climax of them meeting each other finally, and they're all wondering, is that person I was flirting with a catfish? Is it a robot? What's going on? And then normally in other seasons, they head to this little room one by one, they meet each other, like this right here in past seasons where they're in that little room, they all dress up, they see each other, they have drinks, and they start talking about, oh, who did this, who was the secret influencer, who did that, this. They completely skipped it this season, and I felt robbed. Instead of having this cute moment, which I feel adds a lot to the show, where they're talking about gameplay and talking about things they've said and things that they done that are super shady, they went straight to that little area where they announce the winners, where there's a little bar and they start bringing people in. Like this area right here where they bring all the people that were blocked. That's what they went straight into. Now, at some point when they skipped directly to this, I was like, what is happening? Like, I kind of felt like it forwarded, or maybe I was on the wrong episode because it just felt so wrong. And on top of that, a woman that usually hosts The Circle, Michelle, she was nowhere to be seen. She didn't show up at all in any of the episodes. You could just hear her voice, but at the end, if you watched it for a couple seasons, she comes out, she makes her jokes, she's hosting, she's hee-heeing, ha-haing, and then she's just there. But this time she wasn't there at all, and that's another reason why I felt I got robbed. Ultimately, it all ended up the same way. They announced the winners, there was drama, there was music, there was holding hands, but it still felt like, oh, that's it? Now, ultimately, the end of the show ended the same as all the other seasons. They're all there waiting with anticipation, holding hands, wishing and praying that it's them. And ultimately, they find out that somebody won. And this time, it was our boy Brandon, aka Olivia. But ultimately, I still ended up feeling unfulfilled and wish they would have done a little bit more with this season. But I'm very curious if I was the only person that felt this way. Let me know down below in the comments. And don't forget to like and follow for more gossip, chisme, and all things tea.